Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the flow control statements in TypeScript. Last video I explained about the conditional statements such as if condition, if else, nested if, switch case. Now today video we are going to discuss about the loop or iterative statements. While loop, do while, for loop, for off, for in. So generally, the very first loop which we have, while loop. So the while loop executes a block of code as long as the specified condition is true. So generally, what is the purpose it is? Whenever you have some block of statement, no multiple times if you want to execute, we can go for the while loop it is. Okay. So what is the basic syntax? Observe here, while condition. Then there is a block. How the execution flow takes place here, it check the condition. Whenever the condition is true, then it comes to the inside the block execute. After execution, it will want to go for the next step here. It will go for again the condition to check. Again true, again execution. Like this, it will go for the multiple iterations. The while loop execute a block of code as long as specified condition is true. Whenever ఈ కండిషన్ అనేది ఫాల్స్ అవుతుందో, ఇది ఫాల్స్ అవుతుందో, అప్పుడే ఈ లూప్ అనేది స్టాప్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, ఇది ట్రూగా ఉన్నంత వరకు ఇది ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతూనే ఉంటుంది. మల్టిపుల్ టైమ్స్ ఇట్ విల్ గో ఫర్ ద ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ ఇట్ ఈస్. ఇప్పుడు ఒక సింపుల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చూద్దాం. సో while loop demo dot file extension ts we have to give. Now what is my requirement? Write program to display 1 to 5 using while loop. Now first what we have to do, we need to initialize the value to the variable. Let n colon number it is data type equal to 1 I given, while condition n less than or equal to 5. Then I want to go for the console dot log n value I want display. But every iteration inside the loop, what I want to take one increment in the n variable, n plus plus I used. Okay. So now I will run it is. So before execution, you have to get an idea it is how it is going to. N value when it comes, it is true. Then what happens? It comes inside the loop, n value displayed 1. Then comes here, n value 1 increment 2. After that, again go for the here, it check the condition, n value 2, condition true, allows inside like 2, 3, 4, 5. Once 5 displayed, here it comes 6. It goes here, false. So outside the loop, it comes anything is a that will be executed for us. So what is the output we can expect here? 1 to 5. So the run it is, save first and run it is 1 to 5 displayed for us, right? That is a while loop it is. Sir, ఇది ఎప్పుడు వాడతాం మనం? నీకు how many times the block has to execute, you don't have the clarity. 10 times you want to execute, or 15 times you want to execute, or 1 time you want to execute. So in that case, we are going to use the while loop. When to use the while loop when you don't know the in advance how many times the loop should execute. Until you don't know how many, 1 time or 2 times, until In that case, we can go for the while loop. Now there is other one more, do loop. Do loop or do while loop. The do while loop executes the code block at least once, then check the condition. Because simple గా చెప్పాలి అంటే the while loop ఏమంటే ప్రీ కండిషన్ లూప్. ఈ while loop ఏమంటాం ప్రీ కండిషన్ లూప్. ఎందుకని ప్రీ కండిషన్ లూప్ అంటున్నాం? ఇక్కడ బిఫోర్ గోయింగ్ టు ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ యువర్ బ్లాక్ ఫస్ట్ చెక్ ద కండిషన్. ప్రీ కండిషన్ లూప్. Check the condition. If it is to go inside, otherwise don't go for the execution. But here the do loop, what we are going to call no post condition loop. Post condition loop. That means after the your block is executed, before going to the next iteration, it will go and check whether do you want to take iteration or not. So that is the while do while it is. Let me show with an example. I will go for the new file and I will show the difference also. So what is the difference between while and do loop? Dot ts. To print 1 to 5. Same like let previous example and number equal to 1 I given. Do inside this console dot log of n. Then inside this I want to take one increment like previous while loop n plus plus. Here I am go after this block execute before go next iteration and less than or equal to 5 I given, then semicolon. So save it is and run. Both the cases same output we got. Now I will tell you what exactly the difference. If I go for the while loop, if suppose n value I may give the 6, then what is the output in this program? It will comes here, it condition checks here, the condition into false, so it won't allow, there is no output. This block is not going to execute for us. Let us see. If I run, let me save it is first, let me run it is, no output will be displayed for us. Okay, which one? While loop, when condition was no output displayed. Now same thing, if I go for do while, here n value I may go for 6. What happens? Observe, at least it will, there is no condition in the beginning, so at least one time this block will execute. Next iteration condition check false, so at least one time your block is going to execute here. The block is going to execute. Let us see more. Some unexpected errors will come. Oh, what happened here? What is saying that new? Okay. Let me run once again. See, unexpected error it is. Okay. So now we got the 6 it is. Executed are not properly right. This is how. So at least one time we can able to execute when you go for the do loop. So after execution, check the condition, post condition we are going to call. So when to go for the while loop, when to go for the do while. So whenever condition true, then only I want to execute block. That to unknown number of iterations while loop. Here also unknown iteration, but at least one time I want to execute. Go for the do loop. So no, I know that 10 times I want to execute or 50 times I want to execute. Then you can go for the for loop we have to use. Then we have to go for the for loop. When you know number of iterations, then we can go for the for loop it is. Okay, in advance you know it is 5 times. Then you can go for loop. What is the syntax? For first argument here initialization, then we have the condition, increment or decrement, then block it is. Let us see here. Here first we initialize the value. Then there is an increment and there is a condition. This many is not required. In one line you can define. So for loop dot ts. Now for let n number equal to 1, n less than or equal to 5, n plus plus. Then I go for the console dot log of n like this. Save it is run 1 to 5 display for us. So here increment it is. I want to go for decrement. So I want to print 5 to 1. So initialize the 5 n value n greater than or equal to 1. Decrement I want to take n minus minus. Okay, like this I go. Save. Every iteration, one decrement will be there. Like this. Now there is something like a continue and break is there. Let me take this one. 1 less than or equal to 5. N plus plus I'm using. N plus plus. Now here, save and run it is. What is the output we are going to get my here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we are going to get. See, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we got it is clear. And now there's something called break statement. So particular condition satisfied. There I want to stop my execution. If particular condition satisfied, iterations I want to stop, then you can go for the break. Now here if you go, if then value equal to 3, then I go for the break. So observe me here, what happens here? First 1 displays, 2 displays, 3 also displays. Then only condition satisfies. When condition comes to inside the if condition, what is the break I said? Then want to terminate the loop execution. So 1, 2, 3 only output we are going to get. 1, 2, 3 we got. Now, is it clear first? Break means if the particular condition satisfied, when inside the break loop we have the break means it will terminate for us. Now, instead of using the break, if I use continue, by seeing the output, you have to understand. Here I have the console.log. Continue, I give. Continue. If I run it is, what happens here? Observe. See, previously when I used break here, 1, 2, 3, 1, after 3, the condition satisfied terminated. When you go for the, so continue, what is the number missing? Observe 3. That means if the when condition satisfied, it will skip the current iteration. It will skip current iteration and continue next iteration. It is. That's the reason 3 is not displayed. Observe that. Say 1, 2, 3 is not displayed. Break means it will stop the iterations. Continue means current iteration it will skip. Go for the next iteration it is. That the important loops are there. So when we are going to discuss about the objects, erase time, where I will go and explain to you about the for of, for in, how those are going to use. So just understandability purpose. If you want to read the values from the arrays or strings, so we can go for the for of we can use. Objects keys we want to read. So index you want to read, you can go for the for in we can use. Like in Java, for each how it is. Like this we have the for of it is. So we're going to see coming classes, coming videos. I will going to explain about these concepts. At that time, I will going to show to you about this for of and for in. So if you understand the concepts well, so please subscribe the channel. See you in the next video. Bye.